We connect once again to Jade Pauls. Jade, quite a dramatic day in court. We just caught the end of that address by Bonginkosi. Would like you to please give us the content of that.
Oh, that's very true, Desiree. And, court has just adjourned. There's a lot of jubilation in the air. Bonginkosi Khanyile's family is outside here. I am joined by Umama, and I actually want to speak to her before going into the merits. Mama, ufulanjani?
Ngizizwa ngijabule ngendlela eyisimanga lokho kwenziwe inkantolo kungithokozisile kungenze ngabuyelwa ukuthi ngisengawethemba umthetho wase South Africa ngoba benze ubulungiswa ukuthi bamdedele ngoba kahle kahle angisiboni isizathu besingenza bangamdedeli ngoba akasona isigebengu akazabaleke akazaphume nangaphandle kwalelizwe mefuneka uyavela akabaleki futhi nento akadeboshelwe yona ngiyajabula ukuthi namhlanje nomsholozi naye ungaphandle ngoba ikhona kakhulu obekhalela nathi sonke sumphakathi wase South Africa besikhala ngokuthi umsholozi avalelwe.
I'm just going to move on here to Philani Nduli. Philani, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, you've been walking with your cousin for a long time now. He's finally going to be released today. How are you feeling?
Well, we are very jubilant. We're over the moon. We're happy that our brother is going home today. Like we have maintained before, that Khanyile has done nothing wrong but to call for the release of President Zuma, and that Khanyile is a law-abiding citizen and is eligible to get bail. And indeed, we have been proven correct today. We have been vindicated on what we have been saying. So it's all celebration for us. It's all jolly for us today. We are celebrating that our brother is a free man, though we are not happy with some of the conditions that were imposed on him, because they remind us of the times of apartheid, where exactly what we're saying, the intention here is to cut away the freedom of speech. When they say he must not use his Twitter account, it means now he cannot voice out and express his views on matters of this country. So we're saying we're not happy with the conditions imposed on him, but we welcome the decision that he has been granted bail. We're very happy, my sister. We're over the moon. We're jubilant. Yes.
One of the conditions as well, Philani, is the fact that he needs to report to police every Tuesdays and Thursdays, just in terms of making sure that he is going to be in the province and not a flight risk. As a family member, as a relative, you told me off air that he's going to adhere to his bail up conditions. Will you be ensuring that?
Yes, of course. He is going to. Bonginkosi has always adhered to the conditions that he has been given. Even during his house arrest, he had some conditions which restricted him, and he followed them through to the end. And I know he's going to continue to follow them, but we still say that these conditions, they remind us of the times of Robert Sobukwe, Nelson Mandela, when they were told that they must report to police stations, they can't go to a particular place, all these things being banned. These are all manifestations of apartheid tactics. So we're saying we're not happy at all about those conditions, but we're just happy that at least our brother is out from that place, because he doesn't deserve to be there. He's not a criminal, he's not a rapist, he's not a murderer, but he's a freedom fighter.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much. Well, that was Bonginkosi's mother also speaking very passionately, saying that she's so happy that her son has been granted bail, thanking South Africa as well, and saying that this coincides with the former President Jacob Zuma's release as well. So the family is very happy in that regard. And Philani Nduli there as well, relative, a cousin of Bonginkosi, also speaking very highly of him, saying that, he's going to adhere to the bail up, Desiree. Not too happy with the conditions. He has to report to police every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm just going to move away as he speaks to some of the colleagues, media colleagues, saying that he's not really happy with that. Also, we saw the magistrate also saying there that he needs to refrain from his Twitter account, social media account, and this has been the basis of the state's case, saying that he has incited violence through his social media account. Now, the magistrate did say in that lengthy judgment that this court is not the court court to prosecute or to say that he is indeed accused of these alleged allegations. But this is a court for bail. Bail has been given to Bonginkosi Khanyile. He now needs to adhere to those bail application. He needs to make sure that he goes to police every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this is also to minimize those allegations that the state was saying that he is a flight risk. He does have people throughout the country backing him, even abroad, and he has a strong fellowship, but merely saying that if he makes sure that he maintains a good conduct within society, he will be fine, he will not be rearrested, and he should refrain from inciting violence any time now going forward. But also what is interesting to note that the judge also said that this is not a court for politics. If you were listening online or following the proceedings, he said that this is a court that has to deal with the facts, that has been placed before them. So they are not here to judge. This is not a trial, but merely a court bail application, and therefore he has been granted bail of 5,000 rand. As you heard there, the family is very jubilant. They can't wait for him to be released today, and also saying there that they will make sure that he adheres to the bail up, Desiree, conditions.
And just in terms of the reaction of his supporters, how are they feeling today?
Well, you know, right after proceedings, we saw like a sea of supporters shouting and chanting and just, embracing him. We saw him also addressing the supporters, saying that, this is a fight for freedom. He's not going to be incarcerated. He did not do anything wrong. To his knowledge, he did not incite violence during the unrest in South Africa in July, and saying that he is supposed to be a free man. He did not do all that he said to be done, also saying that he was not addressing people at the taxi rank. He was talking to them, and that the state has no basis with the allegations. And this has been an ongoing thing. We've heard him coming out, but also saying that now that former President Jacob Zuma is a free man, he now too will walk beside his number one supporter.
Jade, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. We've got tweets that have come through in this regard. Let's take a look at them.